all, it's Catherine Burgess with Burgess Group at Compass. We're talking about last week's Boulder County real estate numbers and the under contract rate nationally as shown by lenders and its implications for the local purchasing of homes. So getting started, last week inventory was at 1.35 months. In 2020, we saw 2.18 months year over year. In 2019, we saw over 3 months of inventory, and in 2018, 2 months. So we really are a chunk lower now than we were before. Our under contract rate is about the same as what we saw in both 2018 and 2019, which were good solid years, a little bit lower than what we saw in 2020. So put together the low inventory and the solid under contract rate, and we have a market that feels very fast, with every property that's coming to market being seriously considered and most of them going under contract. So why do we keep talking about the under contract rate? Under contracts are a coincident indicator. So they are telling us what is actually happening in the market currently. Where solds are a lagging indicator, they are telling us what happened in the market 30 to 45 days prior. So we are hyper focused on under contracts, and that's where we learn the good stuff. So when we're looking nationally at the under contract rate that lenders have just reported on, they have let us know that there's been an 80% increase in the number of second home buyers, a 36% increase in the number of primary residence buyers, as demonstrated through the under contract rate for January, year over year. For us in Northern Colorado, that's a great thing, because there are going to be buyers that will think of this area both for second homes and for primary residence. Whereas if we lived in Cincinnati, for example, that second home market might not be quite the same. So with regards to buyers can be a little bit concerned about how to move forward in a market like this. And the key thing to keep in mind is twofold. First, interest rates are super duper low, and as your interest rates go up, your buying power goes down. So as the economy improves, we are going to see interest rates tick up, and just keep that in mind as you're evaluating if this is the time to be a buyer. And then secondly, as we're heading into this appreciating market, people can have concerns about, is it frothy? Is it, are we going into a bubble? And essentially, the thing to keep in mind there is look at the appreciation charts that we have in the newsletter below. You'll be able to see that we have had extremely little depreciation in Northern Colorado since the Federal Housing and Finance Agency really started reporting in the 1979. And so there are highs and lows, but the highs can last 3 or 4 years, and the lows can last the same amount of time, but the lows typically are not actually depreciation. They're just lower appreciation, maybe 3 or 4%. So if you have 10% appreciation and your income rises 10%, you preserve your buying power. But if the appreciation goes up 10% and your income goes up 5%, then you will see a diminishment of your buying power. So when you see those arcs that are sometimes 20, 30, 40% of increase, please note that your income, for you not to have a diminished buying power, your income needs to rise as well, a commensurate amount. So I know this is a little abstract. If you have questions, give us a jingle. We're happy to talk it through with you, and we will see you next week. Thank you.